8700余小时研发时长，超过35000名青年工程师参与。这就是 RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛。RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛是专为全球科技爱好者打造的机器人竞技与学术交流平台，是机甲大师系列赛事中规模最大、参与人数最多的比赛。每年5至8月，近200支参赛队通过区域赛、复活赛层层选拔，决出的32强战队进入全国赛，争夺总冠军奖杯。
5、4、3、2、1，比赛开始。好的。
作为全球首个对抗类机器人比赛，RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛采取机器和人为操作相结合的方式。红蓝对抗双方通过操控各自研发的7种不同的机器人进行射击对抗，以击溃对方基地为终极目标。
应该要带走了。
每局比赛7分钟，比赛结束时，基地剩余血量高的一方获得胜利。极具观赏性的比赛过程得益于大疆自主研发的官方赛事系统，从机器人与场地的交互，细到每一颗弹丸击打所造成的血量伤害，在确保公平公正的同时，让比赛更加好看。每支参赛队伍投入数十名研发和运营人力，进行长达1年的备战。参加比赛不仅可以对机器视觉、嵌入式系统设计、人机交互等众多机器人相关学科有创新性的实践，同时还能够培养团队协作、项目管理等综合能力。
RM 对于我们来说是一个最大的舞台，让我们展现给不了解技术的人，让他们知道技术很酷，机器人很酷，工程师也很酷。
在 RoboMaster 这个科技竞技场里，年轻的科技怪咖们被塑造成明星，粉丝们可以看到全程比赛的现场直播，选手们不同阶段的准备日常被拍成了纪录片，还有热播的同名原创动画作品。高人气的选手甚至会获邀参与真人秀节目。
实际上，作为机器人的人才，我们在他的培养目标上，首先把它定位成一个复合型的人才。因为机器人的技术，它是一个集机械、制造、控制、计算机多学科应用的一个综合体。
通过举办这场比赛，让每一位参与 RoboMaster 的青年工程师都能够成为拥有实干精神的梦想家，从而推动整个机器人行业的技术发展。极致者可敬，创新者无畏。未来，这些从赛场走出的青年工程师，能否借助科技创新的力量来改变我们的生活呢？时间会给出答案。
Hello and welcome back to RoboMaster Colorado. I'm Isaac and with me is Kiri, and we're going to be your commentators for the next match. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I just had some good food, and I'm ready to watch some awesome robots do some awesome stuff once again, people.
All right, well, me too. First up, we have the Falcons versus Artemis. These are two teams that we've seen compete before, both in practice matches and I believe in other matches as well in both tournaments. So we have some expectation of what we can expect. What have you seen from these teams so far?
I personally have been more on the side of the 1v... Oh, hello, we can see ourselves. The 1v1 field. But I believe Artemis is from the University of Alberta, and they seem like a new-ish team.
Correct.
And then the Falcons are from McMaster University.
Yes, they are.
So, I personally haven't seen too many things that are like going to stand out in my memory per se, or I just have bad memory. I don't know, but that'll definitely make this exciting to see how they match up in terms of leveling and sort of seeing their various strategies in terms of if they field 2 standard robots versus 1 hero and 1 standard, and how they're going to play with the new rule changes within that.
Absolutely. Well,
Seems like we also changed some of the camera views on the field.
Oh, yeah.
We'll probably get a little view of that once we start getting our teams fielded on there. But how are you feeling, Isaac?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready to commentate my first real match of the tournament. I used to do a lot of commentating for RMNA, so now glad to be back in it now that everything's died down.
Amazing.
Iced tea. We love our brisk. Here,
I was
I'll take a
also
sip,
delivered
too.
my... Wait. Can you open this?
Yeah.
Just don't wanna rub my nails.
That's valid.
Also, very important notice to please stay hydrated during these times. Once again, something about high altitude. Why is that? Can you explain that?
Yeah, the high altitude means obviously you're like breathing in less air, but also the dryness takes out the water from your skin. So you have to just be really careful. You know, skincare here is really hard because you gotta always be giving yourself like lotion and moisture and everything. So it takes it out of you, and just being active. So like when you move around, you're breathing less air, and so it just makes you tired faster and therefore more dehydrated.
I see.
So especially if you're active, like if you're sitting down, it's okay. But once you get around and move around, which is what we're all doing here, it's very easy to get a headache or just feel terrible. So stay hydrated, drink your water all the time, never stop, not until you leave.
You must be constantly drinking water.
Constantly. We'll give out strikes for people who are drinking for not drinking water.
Oh boy.
I think new camera views are going to be sick. We have some blind spots that we've covered up, so we should be able to see the robots in more places. And we also have gotten POV views of the drivers working, so we can see what they look like from the driver perspective. And I think we should do some explaining of what that looks like as well for the audience when we get to see that, because there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen.
Yeah, totally.
So McFalcons, they're the team that has the spider bot. That's what we call spider bot, which is a robot that kind of looks like a spider. It has 4 legs that come out. The legs can move up and down, and then each of the legs has a wheel on it. And so it's one of the most unique robots here at RoboMaster Colorado.
Exciting.
There aren't really anything that I've seen like it anywhere. So to have it here at a tournament is really sick. We get to see that today. Last time we saw them out on the 3v3 field, that swerve module, the drive module on one of those legs broke off. And so they had a bit of a failure, but luckily it happened right at the end, which was good for them.
That's good.
So hopefully we get to see that fixed and driving on the field again, which would be so sick to see Spider Bot out on the field, moving around with its legs. Artemis, I've seen less about, so they are more of a unknown. So, but all in all, I think this is going to be a close match. Both teams are relatively similar in terms of progress, I think, so far. So, yeah, I expect some exciting close matches.
Yeah, and that's definitely like a lot more interesting to watch. When one team sort of dominates over the other, it's like, oh, okay, I can't help but feel a little bad sometimes. Or like it's just kind of like, oh, okay, this is already going some way, so you don't really want to watch. But matches that are really like neck and neck towards the very end, or something completely shifts and then shifts back, is definitely more interesting to watch, at least, and to commentate over from like a commentator's perspective.
Absolutely.
For that. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we can. We'll see. First of all, whether these teams can get over the bump, because that's a new thing this year.
Yeah.
There's a speed bump, so the teams have to start in an enclosed area, and then the first step in starting their match is to drive over a hump that's a few inches tall in the edge of that zone. And so that's a skill check essentially, which means that teams need to hit a minimum bar in order to make that relatively simple move actually work. And it's actually pretty hard because your wheels need to be big enough and need to be raised up enough, and you usually need to have a suspension system to make that transition smooth. So the first step we're going to want to see here is whether or not they make it over that bump, and whether all of the robots make it over that bump. If they do, I think you know, if one team makes it over the bump and the other team doesn't, you can expect to see a big advantage because one team is able to get ammo, whereas the other team can't. So yeah, we'll look out for that. And then I think once that happens, it's just going to be a game of who has the better accuracy and the better consistency. I think, if I'm not mistaken, McMaster does have 2 standards. So they'll be fielding 2 standards, and they have a sentry that has 2 turrets, just like UW. And so instead of stacked side by side, those turrets are stacked vertically. So they have a turret on the bottom and a turret on the top. We haven't seen it do much active movement yet, but I wouldn't rule it out because I've seen it moving around before. So we might see 2 turrets looking around. Who knows?
Yes, very, very exciting. Especially going back to the little point with the bump, a lot of strategies that I've noticed for teams who might not have those big enough wheels or that suspension built in is to just kind of overpower and take that initial HP like depletion, but then going straight to the zone where they can just heal and then get more ammo so that they can just get ready to go and sort of just take that little sacrifice. And definitely I'm seeing a lot of more like strategical differences of teams that kind of understand how the game is giving them more points, how that helps them level up. So either having their hero sort of avoiding contact with the other standards so that because usually heroes are a bit more susceptible because they're having that like slower recharge
They're
time.
A lot slower, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then once they take down the sentry, going in for that base. But
yeah, pretty standard stuff. Pretty standard progression through, I don't know, the win conditions. So yeah, I think it's going to be exciting, but it's going to be a little bit until this gets started. The teams are staged up, so yeah, we're not going to see them for at least a few more minutes. So I'll just say a few things about the tournament. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for putting this together. I know it was definitely not easy.
Oh, yeah, no. It was a lot of work, but luckily it's been spread out through a whole year. So actually not too bad. And we have a lot of great people on the staff, like Derek and Natalie, and Austin and everyone else, who are putting in work outside of their work on their own time, pretty much the entire year to get this going. So it's great to see it all pay off. Thankful for all the volunteers who showed up. I'm really excited to see all the teams who are here. Everyone who made it out is incredible and put in a lot of work to be here. So it's sort of a showcase of everyone's best efforts and some of the greatest engineering students in the world, right? So we get to see some pretty cool stuff, and I feel very lucky that we get to see that.
Oh, for sure. Whoa.
And there goes Austin. He's a flash right through the back of the frame.
Didn't even see him. He was just there, and then he was gone.
He was gone. Have you seen the pictures of Yibo yet?
There was one that was up here earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. Yibo's been helping us out remotely, and so he kind of just posted up for a picture. Yeah, I know.
It says Go RMNA.
It says Go.
For those who don't know.
This is Yibo. He's run the tournament in the past, before this year, and he is the RoboMaster. We call him the RoboMaster. There's only one, that is Yibo. Amazing guy. He's supporting us from overseas, holding up a Go RMNA sign. I can hold Yibo up like Yibo's holding up the sign. We could get like this on a t-shirt, and then I can wear the t-shirt, and then we can come back on the stream. Maybe that'll happen. We'll see. But yeah. There's Yibo with the in picture number 1, and then there's picture number 2. Yeah, do you mind grabbing that over there on the green tape?
Let's see.
I want you to find the difference between these 2 pictures.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna play a game. Spot the difference.
Spot the difference.
Okay. First, is it just the hat?
It's just the hat.
It's just the
hat. He just took one with the hat and one without a hat.
Wow.
Amazing. Thank you, Yibo, for the 2 pictures that are almost the same but slightly different. It's a great game to play. Amazing. I mean, you can even see the folds in the background with the fabric are the exact same.
I know.
It's crazy.
Like same positioning?
Same positioning.
Is it? It's like his feet are slightly more together.
It takes skill to be able to like do something and then get back in the exact same position.
You think his like wife went and just put it on
Definitely,
him?
that's actually totally possible. His wife who's expecting. So,
Yes.
wow, the infant,
So
as we call
exciting.
the child.
I wonder how his child's gonna feel about that.
His child is going to be one of the greatest RoboMaster engineers of all time with a dad like that.
Oh yeah, super exciting.
Cannot wait to see what they cook up in like 20 years. And if RoboMaster is still a thing, which I sure hope it is.
I know. New generations, next generation of RoboMasters is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we've already gone through like generations of students, which is insane. Looks like we're ready to get started on our match here. McMaster University versus University of Alberta. Referee systems initializing, which means the robots are connecting and getting ready to go with all their complex technology. 4,
3, 2, 1,
and
go.
match start. And so here's that bump speed check. We've got
Okay.
1, we've got 2 on the other side. We've got both blue robots over. We've got 1 red robot over. And there is Spiderbot, my favorite robot, trying to get over the boom.
Seems like they were able to make it
Let's
over
go.
and heading towards the resupply zone. Oh, doing a little dance over there.
Yeah, and they've got at least, they're making some, a few hits on the wall, which is causing some damage. But they've got it back with the health. Blue is already over on the red team side, doing damage to the sentry, which unfortunately isn't moving, so it's a pretty easy target to hit. Blue sentry is also spinning pretty fast, so it's got some defensive capability. And yeah, here we've got an early blue push, an attack on the red side. Red is not quite ready to see this attack yet. McMaster having to defend, trying to lay down some suppressive fire with that Spiderbot and with the red standard 4, but
Seems
not
like blue
quite
is just
successful.
still attacking that sentry.
And there goes Spiderbot. Down, I think, from overpower, unfortunately. But here it comes back online pretty quickly. Blue, Artemis is... I am so sorry for this Spiderbot. It is losing power immediately as soon as it tries to move. That is very unfortunate. But Artemis is going to collect some more ammo, collect some XP. They're already leveling up. Both teams are already leveling up, but Artemis has the slight lead, which is going to give them an advantage. And wow, this standard is shooting like a shotgun. It has 2 streams coming from 1 barrel.
Crazy.
Yeah, and so we can expect to see... I think blue here is going to try and take the center zone. They don't really care about their missing health. They're just they're going to take the center point as the blue hero tries to go bowling here outside.
There they go.
the
I think
sentry.
they fixed that.
And they've made a hit. So the sentry's down to 430 health. Artemis is currently winning, but it looks like their shield is down. I'm actually not sure what these visuals mean. We'll have to ask somebody who knows after this round. But yeah, actually relatively even match so far.
It's very interesting with all the robot POV switches.
Yeah. Yeah, first time we've seen robot PVs in this quantity.
right.
But here we go with blue standard 3 laying down suppressive fire. But red standard 4 going on the sentry of Artemis, trying to whittle down some health. And it does do it. Still what I call shotgunning, shooting 2 streams at once. But that's okay because it's still hitting shots.
Balls are flying across the field.
Into the spectators. Into the referees.
Spiderbot is back up and running in the center.
It's made it to the center zone. I think they're crawling over and they're just
Oh.
going to park it there and have it collect some XP maybe.
I think they died.
They did die,
Sure.
but they'll come back.
They'll come back. Spider will live.
Spider will live.
Seems like both blue
Time
bots
for the
are
bowling.
going towards the sentry. Hero is unfortunately missing ever so slightly, but they got it. Yep.
It's Limbo.
Sentry health depleting down to 90 health. Let's
And I
see if they
believe-
can finish off McFalcons. Head referee suspends the game.
So
okay.
that must be either a referee system error or a referee system fault on one of the robots.
I've never seen this before. Oh my
Me
goodness.
neither. This is weird.
Interesting.
Once we know the reasoning for this, we'll let you know. But there's obviously a technical issue that's pretty
Yeah.
important. Generally, when this happens, the match is going to get replayed. So this round didn't happen.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But let's talk about what we saw so far. So seems like our red sentry wasn't functioning in terms of being able to fight back, but it was Beyblading.
Was
which is
Beyblading.
important. Seems like the spider was having some issues in terms of overpowering.
Yeah, and that's really difficult for the spider bot to move efficiently because whereas other robots, they have one motor per wheel, the spider bot, it needs a motor to lift its legs, it needs a motor to steer its wheel, and it needs a motor to drive. So that's 3 wheels, or 3 motors. That's a lot of power.
Oh, boy. Okay, and we're back here. We're like hunched over.
Yeah, we're like, I'm like locked in. I mean, I've even got my sunglasses. I'm ready to like, once something interesting happens, I'm kind of,
Oh, yeah?
I'm ready to see what's going on. You know what? I'll just keep these on because I look cool, even though I'm indoors in a really dim room.
I mean, these lights are a little bit blinding. But
It's true.
I wonder what the issue was in terms of that referee system. We'll be sure to get that info to you guys as soon as possible.
Yep, we're checking. But it looks like the robots are still on the field. They're kind of just chilling. Might need a battery check just in case, and some of them are still moving and looking. But yeah, I think we saw some really interesting stuff there. The Artemis Sentry is spinning and looking and presumably probably going to shoot back at robots if anyone hits it.
No, for sure.
And then the red Sentry, although it didn't move, it does exist, so they have the health.
Right.
And then the red infantry was doing a lot of damage, suppressing
the
attack.
robot was smoking.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's a fire hazard. So definitely a good call to stop the match before things could get a little crazy.
Wow. Do we know which robot was smoking? That would be cool to find out. Hopefully it wasn't Spiderbot. I really hope it wasn't Spiderbot. That's my personal favorite.
I have a little sneaking suspicion that it might have been.
No.
I feel like there's a little... Well, we'll see.
For anyone who's new to RoboMaster competitions and robotics competitions in general, robot smoking is not uncommon. We have backup plans, let's just say, just in case.
We are safe.
Something happens.
Okay, we have, it's not in here because it was being used, but safety is also one of our number one priorities. So we have our fire extinguisher.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy duty fire extinguisher.
And we got 4 of them. So
yeah,
if something really goes wrong, we can just get a bunch of people to do the thing where they all run on and...
R4, Red 4.
Oh, Red 4, really?
Yeah.
That was the very performant red robot. I'm surprised to hear that. So that's the robot that was single-handedly protecting against the Artemis push. Which, if that's not working anymore, that's pretty tragic for the Falcons.
Well, let's see if they have any backup plans or backup robots to be able to sub back in.
Maybe.
But
they might. Backup
safety is the
for
number
sure.
one priority. So unfortunately, we're going to need to work with a robot that is not going to go up into flames.
I'm going to put on my safety glasses again because I don't want to get hurt.
I mean, the robot was on fire.
Yeah.
Like it's just in your face.
It's in my face. I can't. Safety glasses are how you stay safe.
Yeah. I don't know if those are considered safety glasses, but they do the trick.
They prevent me from getting blinded by the intense light and heat of the fire.
Wow.
And so my eyes, my terrible eyes that already have terrible, terrible eyesight, they might not get worse if I protect them.
Oh, boy.
Wow. That's the first time we've seen that.
Yeah.
An on-fire robot.
I've seen this in other robotics competitions, including, but not limited to, first robotics competition, FRC.
Oh, yeah. Were you a first kid?
Yeah. This is how I got into this whole mess.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of people here either did first or Vex in high school, and that was kind of their gateway medicine.
Which one did you do?
I did FRC.
You did FRC?
Yeah,
nice.
in high school.
Good choice.
Yeah, but in the PNW, we are a little bit notorious for robots catching on fire.
I see. Okay, so this is something you're very much used to.
Yeah, I mean, it happens every day.
Oh.
Like, you know.
Come on, no big deal.
I mean,
Why
it
are you
rains all the time. Like, we got rain to put it out. I'm not used to it.
That's
like,
a great point. That's a great point. Maybe that's why UW's so good, because when there's a fire, you just take the robot outside.
We should go outside. We come out of our basement, and then we just sit in the rain. No, just kidding. We never leave the basement. It's okay.
Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you just don't have the vitamin D, I guess, in your system. Well, welcome to Colorado, where you're getting too much radiation.
Yeah,
So
I have been constantly applying sunscreen. We were
Good.
having some issues earlier with the lighting where I was too fair, apparently, and my skin was reflecting, my forehead specifically. I was told to go get bangs to look like the girl from New Girl.
Oh, your forehead's too shiny.
Yeah, and no, but it was too much to where, like, when we were trying to get this all set up, I was transparent. Like, I would put my arms up, and
Okay.
it was transparent.
Huh.
It's very interesting.
I mean, oh, we would love an interview candidate. Thank you,
Yeah.
Preston. We're going to get an interview. Yeah, we're going to get an interview. Hopefully. Yeah, that's interesting. So, like, Invisible Woman type stuff.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
you know, I'm just like a superhero.
You're just like a superhero. The superhero of RoboMaster North America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I sort of am with this green.
Oh, yeah, wow. Whoa.
I know.
Your head's
See,
floating.
you remember the UW practice match where the neck of the hero
It's a reference.
is a reference.
Oh,
It's a reference.
It's all planned.
I know.
I knew that was intentional.
Duh. We just had to like freak everyone out, you know, like wake up.
Wake
Come
up,
on.
guys.
It's
Come on.
time to.
Everyone,
Oh.
you have a chance. It's like playing with your food.
Okay, so we are going to be starting the match, but Red will call a tech timeout to try to get more time to fix the robot.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good to hear.
Seems like that's what's going on.
Yeah.
It would be cool to get an interview though, of
Maybe.
someone potentially, but we'll
yeah,
see.
I can't
we'll
stand
see.
this company. We need somebody else up here.
Oh, well, I get okay. Dang. So, well, I guess I'll interview you. So, how's
right.
your day going?
It's going great. I think it's weird because I've been bored, which is an amazing sign because I'm running the event.
I mean, that just means nothing crazy is happening, right? I mean, except
crazy's
robots
happening.
catching on fire.
True,
But
true.
like,
But every time I go around and try and help people, you know, I'm like, hey, do you guys need help here? And they're like, no, get out. We're busy. So that's a good sign, which means everybody's on track. They don't feel like they need more hands or anything, but they're also like, you know, they're locked in. So that's what you like to hear. But yeah, so I've been relegated to doing nothing so far, which is why I'm up at this commentating desk.
that's why you're chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling like a villain.
Hell yeah. How's your day been? What you guys been doing over there?
Oh, I mean, I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between 3v3 and 1v1, just getting a little commentary here and there, checking it out. It's bad because like I can't keep up with all of the matches here in the 3v3 and all the ones in 1v1.
It's impossible.
But I'm kind of getting like, because I feel like both, like the 3v3 competition feels like an entirely different game than 1v1, even though they're literally just right over there versus.
Yeah. The vibe's completely different.
Yeah,
Completely
but
different.
it's definitely interesting to see how strategy and how the impact of how like the various components within the 3v3 competition really makes a difference in terms of how their drivers are able to collaborate and communicate with one another. I think that's really important in terms of making sure you're able to like work as a team and move as a unit and being able to communicate with one another there versus like the 1v1 where you're just kind of on your own and
Yep.
it's like
Absolutely.
I talked to Nagoya earlier and they were saying it's a lot more high intensity in terms of like pressure over there.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, we got a cam on the field right now.
It's like the Red Standard
So-
4, which was smoking, is being looked at. Yeah, no, I was talking to CU Boulder's driver over there because I was in there acting as a media guy, taking videos of him while he was driving, and it turns out I was stressing him out like crazy. You know, he won the match anyway, but like, yeah, everyone was like, you know, yeah, let's go, great. Also, you're stressing him out.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, being alone is way different than being in a group of two, especially with an autonomous robot, because you both
Exactly.
can just say, hey, the autonomous robot didn't work.
Yeah.
But if you're on 1v1, you know, if you lose, it feels like it's on you, even if it's not. So
Yeah, exactly.
big pressure.
Truly.
I
But you
had this
know,
offline mode.
sometimes I think it's important to have a little pressure so people can kind of get their head in the game, you know?
Oh yeah, lock in.
Lock in.
Lock in.
Truly.
Yeah, it feels more intense. I feel like there's a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, everything is so close because it's 20 shots,
Right, right.
and that's the difference between winning and losing. So
Here we have a close-up of the Spider and heading over to the Sentry.
look at this Sentry. It's got a LiDAR. It's got two heads. It's got two different types of feeders. It's amazing. It's like
Overhead shot.
2/3 of a Hydra. Almost there.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see teams having 2 heads, but just in different configurations. I think like having that definitely kind of boosts like the complexity of the Sentry, and it sort of makes it more interesting to look at even too.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. So this this robot that's on red 4 seems to be at least turned on, which means that the smoke is not an immediate electrical failure.
Right.
Which is great to hear. So now I think they're just testing it to make sure that it works.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's okay.
We definitely don't want that happening again.
No.
That would be very stressful for us and for the team especially.
Oh, and they're taking it off the field with 30 seconds left in the preparation period.
Seems like our blue team, U of A, Artemis, is pretty much ready to go. Their Sentry doing a spinny little dance over there.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like they have their Sentry spinning again. Yeah, they're ready. We've seen them already go over the bump, so they're just going to send it right at the start.
Yeah. I think are we starting?
Yeah, we're starting without a third robot on the side of red, so that's going to be an uphill battle for McMaster.
Well, let's see what they can do. Maybe they'll pull through and
get
some crazy strategy stuff going on here.
Maybe that 2/3 Hydra might start shooting back.
We never know.
Never know. Spiderbot. 3, 2, 1.
Go! All right.
And there they go over the bump on the side of Artemis. Nice and controlled. Look at the timing on that. They know who goes first. Here comes
Spiderbot
Spiderbot.
is the only one. Oh, my goodness.
There it goes. There it goes.
All right.
It made it over. It made it over. Spiderbot has made it over the bump, everybody. Woo!
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Now it gets
Seems
over
like Artemis is making their way over to the Sentry, looking to take that down to try to make sure that they can get the invincibility.
Oh my God! It has ammo and it has power.
Spider is.
Whoa! Spider-Man! He's shooting the Sentry. He's doing damage. Oh, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Bot has made it halfway across the field. Has ammo.
It doesn't seem like Artemis is really doing anything to defend that Sentry. This Spider-Bot could be.
Oh, but it overspeeds with its chassis.
It just needs to not move.
It just needs to not move.
I feel like it just needs to stay stationary and just lock on, because it doesn't seem like that Sentry on the University of Alberta side is doing anything.
Yeah.
But
lock in, Spider-Bot. You got this.
I think they might have realized that the Spider-Bot is coming after them.
Yeah, they're ready for a spawn kill here. And there it goes. Oh, the unfortunate thing, I think, is that when it dies, the legs fall.
Oh.
And it needs to lift the legs to drive. And when the legs lift, it uses too much power. And here comes Artemis dealing hero damage.
Taken out.
Easy work on
now
that
they're just gonna
McFalcon's robot.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Taking down that base one by one, bit by bit.
Hitting their shots. That is some impressive stuff.
Okay, the Spider-Bot is almost made it back to the regeneration.
It's going to heal when it's going to heal.
And no, but the standard is going up.
No! He's camping it. He's going to try and prevent McMaster from being able to get enough healing in time.
This is so sad.
We have seen in the past that teams can sort of just tank damage while they're in that zone. It comes back online. It's going to heal. Oh, and it's back to full health quite early.
Hero's making its way back over to do some more damage. Boom.
Just a few shots left. But Spider-Bot's shooting back! Spider-Bot's almost killed the robot!
But unfortunately, it is a win for the University of Alberta here today. Sadly, Spider-Bot was not able to pull through, but they put up a good fight nonetheless.
Ambitious effort.
That shocked me. I think they did very well.
Oh, yeah. A 1v3 from the Spider-Bot.
Too good. Iconic. Truly.
Iconic. There's nothing like it. Nothing like the Spider-Bot.
They crawled their way back over, and they got their health back.
Just like the little spider could.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Hopefully, McMaster or the McFalcons can get their Red 4 standard back up and running so that they can get back in the game in terms of their 3v3 stuff, and hopefully getting their sentry functional as well. Seems like they were Beyblading though, but that spider bot is truly one of a kind.
It is one of a kind. It's so amazing. It's so awesome. Big props to the team who built Spider Bot, the McFalcons. You're amazing. This is an incredible robot. I'm very excited to have it here in Colorado. I'm very honored to be in Spider-Bot's presence.
And congratulations to the University of Alberta for
Absolutely.
taking home that match. We're going to go into, that round. We're going to be going into the second round with only 2 minutes remaining for the teams to get their robots set up on the field over here. Seems like everyone's getting everything sorted, reloading, recalibrating, and all those good things.
Wow, so Alberta is using words on an iPhone to tell the drivers what to do during setup period.
Let's see what it says.
Switch to gimbal center. And there he goes, doing his thing. Amazing. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to make sure the drivers are able to communicate with the people on the field, getting everything set up so that everything runs smoothly. And just a little nod from the head is always good. Oh yeah, they got that's a photo of text.
Wow, that's amazing. I think Alberta is sort of an underdog here. Not in this match, but in the tournament, because they kind of just were good. Like everything was working. They won the match.
Yeah.
Not a lot of stress, even from the incredible Spider-Bot. The pressure is on to fight against Spider-Bot, and they still just commanding win.
Yeah.
I have to say, Alberta.
I just spawn camp, really, you know.
Just spawn camp. Yeah, great strategy too. Honestly, like they knew they identified who was the only threat on the enemy team, and they were on it.
And they found their weakness. So let's see if they can pull through again.
Yeah.
There's our Spider Bot, your beloved, right here.
My beloved Spider Bot. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like Red Standard 4, the other standard from the McFalcons, is going to go on the field for this match.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be up to Spider-Bot again. I'm rooting for Spider-Bot. Alberta, you are amazing. I think you're going to win, which is why I'm rooting for the McFalcons, just as the underdog. Spider-Bot, please.
Spider-Bot definitely has a really cool design in terms of like the color and everything too.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely be a cool outreach bot.
Absolutely. You could take that.
You want to read that? You want to read this?
While 98% of the participants fail, I didn't read
100% gain or something like that. Something about gains.
True. Especially Spider-Bot.
Examination in progress is not worth living.
Nope.
That's right, people. We're constantly improving.
2, 1, go! And here go the robot. Spider-Bot stands up and is going to go over the bump. Artemis makes quick work of that bump and is going to head over straight to the reload zone. Going to pick up ammo. Let's see what they buy. Oh, no, and Spider-Bot is losing health already, overspeeding on the bump. One more wheel to go. And it makes it. Let's go, Spider-Bot.
The hero from University of Alberta making its way over to the sentry to quickly bloop, bloop, bloop.
So they focused on that hero ammo smartly so that they can shoot the stationary sentry.
Oh, and I think the standard's going after the Spider-Bot.
Spider-Bot, run! Spider-Bot! Spider-Bot, Spider-Bot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. He's going to body block. So I don't think this robot can fire. I don't think the infantry from Artemis can fire right now. And so it's body blocking the Spider-Bot from doing any damage to the sentry. It's sort of playing a game of chicken or pickle if you play baseball. But Spider-Bot is actually putting on some pressure.
Seems like it. Let's see if they can get this buff from the middle here.
Yeah. Artemis has already taken down the sentry of McMaster.
Oh.
And so that base is vulnerable and already taken some damage. It's just a matter of time until they get more ammo and go back to try and finish that base.
All right, they got some additional XP from the central buff zone. I think that's what it's called.
There he goes.
But here comes U of A using their hero to tank, and take down the base. And our blue team, the University of Alberta, takes the dub once again.
Nice.
You know, I feel like this is just a little unfair. They don't even have another robot, man. But hey, a win's a win.
But
they
Alberta, you know what? They're a good team.
Yeah,
Losing
they're
against
doing
Alberta is, I wouldn't sweat it, especially when you have a robot like Spiderbot.
Oh, yeah.
If you're the team with Spiderbot, you are the best team. Congratulations, Alberta, for winning your match. That was a dominant victory through and through. An amazing hero that consistently was good at its job, doing damage to the base. A sentry that spun really fast.
Yeah.
And an infantry driver that knew how to take advantage of the situation and body block the McMaster robot from doing anything.
All right, let's take a look at our upcoming matches. We've got Stampede, so that is
UT,
University of Texas, and Polystar, which is our...
Poly is their school name.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Canada.
Exciting.
So yeah, this is going to be another interesting match. I think it's a close matchup. I haven't seen much from either of these teams. I believe at least one of them has done a practice match. Not one that I saw. Have you seen anything from either of these teams?
I saw Polystar in the 1v1. Seems like they've got a lot of team members who are here to support them and willing to shout and cheer.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
If anyone's in the audience, reminder, you can make custom signs for free out by the front desk where the merch is. Make a sign, bring it into the venue, show it off. The Roman Chem might show your sign if it's good enough. You'll get a little shout out. And we'll give you merch.
Exactly. And your team members will appreciate the support. It's definitely very important in terms of team unity and making sure you guys are showing support for one another. Even if you're not winning every single match, it's okay. You came here to have fun, enjoy yourselves.
Absolutely.
And have a good time. Ooh, interview time. Okay.
Yeah. Would you like to interview, or shall I do the interview?
I've been up here all day. You
gotta
go.
Okay, cool. Guess I'm the sucker who has to do an interview. Just kidding. Okay, let's get this interview started. Howdy, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Would you like to start by introducing yourself? Tell us your name and your team.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm Mark Goldstein. I'm here with the University of Minnesota robotics team. We're known as the North Star because we're the North Star State.
You are the North Star State. Amazing. Well, nice to have you on the stream.
Of course.
What position do you do on your team?
I'm a general CADer, so I do a lot of CAD.
Okay. So what CAD, what robots or robot did you work on?
So we're a freshman team this year, so we only have one robot.
Okay.
And it's just for the 1v1, so obviously it's...
So it's a standard.
Yeah, it is a very much standard.
Okay, it's a standard.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. And then we use SolidWorks because it usually works well and doesn't always crash.
Okay. That's good.
Usually.
Sometimes working is good. That's better
Yeah.
than most new teams can say, I'll tell you that. So congratulations.
Yeah, we had a little bit of troubles entering, but actually it's getting smoother. I'm actually pretty happy with it.
Nice. So is this your first RoboMaster tournament then, since you guys are a new team?
This is our first RoboMasters team.
Okay.
Or competition.
Nice. Awesome. How are you liking it so far?
It's actually been really fun. A lot of caffeine.
Okay.
A couple sleepless nights.
Yep.
But we found a lot of problems, but we found, I think, even more solutions. And we know exactly what we need to do for next year. And we hope to at least get a couple wins. Or one. We'll see what we get.
Yeah, no, you know what? Go for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams here. Anything can happen. You know, even the best teams can always have a failure at any point. You win. Even the new teams can always make a showing and do well. So I wouldn't underestimate yourself whatsoever just because it's your first year.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, it's your first year, sure. You're learning new things, but also you put in a lot of work, I presume.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing sleepless nights. That's what needs to happen to perform, and that means, you know, you're ahead of most people in terms of effort and time, so I wouldn't be surprised if you win.
And not to brag, but our robot looks so cool that the enemy team might just forfeit and looking at it.
They spend too much time looking at it, they forget to start the match.
But like, this competition has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The teams are so helpful. Like, you'd be like, oh, this is a competition. They won't help you out. But no, half our robot is a different team's parts.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Everyone here is so nice.
Yeah. We're a great community. Everyone's here to help. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how have your matches gone so far? Who have you played? What have you learned? That sort of thing.
Well, that's a sore spot. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
We've had some issues with the whole robot, so we have been unable to play the first 3 matches. However, this 4th one that we are eventually going to get, well, we have our fingers crossed. It's looking pretty good.
Nice. So you'll get to compete. You'll get to go on the field and actually have a good time.
We will be for sure on the field.
Yes.
If we're able to shoot is a different question.
Be on the field. That's what matters. Nice.
Yeah.
So what can we expect both in the short-term future of your team? So what do you want to do here at the competition? But also, after seeing what you've seen so far, tell me about what you as a team are thinking about doing maybe next year.
Yeah, so we have a rough 4-year plan.
Okay.
Which is great because most of our people this year are actually all freshmen.
Amazing. So they'll be there for at least 4
We'll
years.
be growing there for 4 years, and our goal, at least next year, is to get 3 robots on the field to compete in 3v3.
Amazing.
We learned quite a lot from our first robot, and
Okay.
we feel very confident in our ability to make one that works excellent and is competitively viable.
Okay.
And then going on from there, we expect to hopefully be able to get a lot more members at our team and a lot more robots so we can compete in the higher division competitions, because as there's more robots in the field, obviously the cooler it is. Like, I don't know, a drone with projectiles seem so cool.
Oh, yeah. Amazing. Well, that's a great plan. That's a great goal. That's what you should be doing. You should be pushing yourself, trying to learn more. And it sounds like you guys are right on track. I would not be surprised if this band of freshmen comes to the competition next year or the year after that and is just crushing it.
Oh, yeah. We hope that there's going to be a lot of maroon banners with victories on them
All right.
in upcoming years.
Okay, so this is the future winners of RMNA right here. That's who we're looking at.
Yeah, place your bets.
Place your bets. Start the sports betting right now
yeah.
for 4 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
I would not be surprised. I think, so for context, I started a team myself,
Oh.
and I just graduated this year.
Really?
So
And
this
how
was my
that?
4th year, and it was a great experience. We were bad, and now we're better.
Yeah, it
and
starts
so-
off really bad, but
starts off really bad.
but it's really
That's okay,
fun.
because
It's
you're
really
learning.
fun.
It's your first time you're learning. You're discovering what works and what doesn't.
We learned very well what doesn't work, and that's most
What's that?
things.
Okay.
Most things. Almost everything doesn't work.
What worked then? What worked for you?
We actually have a very good-looking robot,
Yeah, you do.
so people think we're a lot better than we are. Actually, no, let me phrase that. We are very good, and we look just as good as we play.
There you go.
But one thing that we learned is cable management is so important. It's such a tedious, such a boring thing to do, but when it works, it is like the sunrise here in Colorado.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
It's a beautiful sunrise, and it's beautiful cable management. That's for sure.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I think that's good. Once you care about something, you tend to fix it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So if you care about cable management, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys come next year and do
Yeah,
cable management. So
our
amazing.
leader Tom, bless his heart, wants us to CAD all the cables.
Oh.
So
Wow.
that's my summer project.
Wow, you're gonna CAD cables.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I have never heard anyone do that. That's a
Me neither.
idea.
Me
Wow.
neither. I think it's.
I mean, hey,
I
you
think
can CAD them.
I think if one thing changes, everything might blow up. But it's a good exercise, and
That's very important.
and I don't know if I showed a future employer that like, hey, I can CAD the most random stuff or the most practical stuff like cable management. I don't know. It might look good in my resume.
Yeah, it would. That's amazing. So yeah, I think you can also probably get parametric with it if you want. You know, playing the lengths of the cables. Whoa. When you change the design, the cable automatically gets bigger in the CAD. All right. Yeah. No. That's amazing. I have really high hopes. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys keep improving day over day as you have so far. I hope you have an amazing next match, and I hope you have an amazing next few days in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
We do have to go because there is another 3v3 match coming up. Of
course.
But we have a little bit of time. So is there anything you'd like to say? Any shout-outs, any thank yous, that sort of thing?
Dude, I need to shout out Tom. He single-handedly started this team, and he did almost all the original work on this robot, and he's done such a fantastic job. And then I also want to, our programmers have been outstanding.
Yeah.
We've been having so many issues with hardware that we thought was programming, only to learn that it's hardware. And then we had some issues with programming that we thought were hardware, and it's been you know, when you are with a team so long, usually sometimes tensions can get pretty high, but our team has been so supportive of each other, and I think, I don't know why, but I don't know, RoboMaster's kind of, I haven't seen a single mad person yet.
That's surprising.
In fact, I'm gonna strive to be the first. I'll find a reason.
Okay, yeah. RoboMaster is great for team bonding, but it's also a great way to be very mad at your closest friends.
Oh,
So,
dude, I'm gonna make the most mean hamburgers today, and I'm gonna make sure to add a little spice just to make it a little interesting
that's the spirit.
at
All right.
dinner.
We do got to get going. So before we go, pick out a piece of merch. You've got a bucket hat. You've got pins. You've got phone protector, another phone protector. ID protector.
Ooh, the bucket hat is cool, but do I get to keep all those pins?
No, you just get one.
Dang it. Okay, I'll take the bucket hat.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
for coming.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah. Hope to, I don't know, be able to compete more.
Awesome. Yeah. See you around. All right. And now the magic is revealed. We've got a new caster on the desk. How is it going?
Hello, it is me, Nikhil, once again. I'm excited. This is one of the last matches of the day. So,
And you get to commentate.
and I get to commentate.
And I get to sit back and do nothing.
No, I think I would like you to also commentate.
Maybe. I'm not going to promise anything.
All right, now.
How is it going? How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Nice.
It's a tiring day, though. How about
Yeah.
you?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready to see UT play Poly Montreal.
Yeah.
Close matchup. UT on the red side, Poly Montreal on the blue side. UT has a standard, a hero, and a sentry. And Poly Montreal, I believe, also has the same setup.
Okay, so we can see like a nice, like, maybe it's going to be a slower game or maybe very aggressive. Not really sure.
It's really up in the air right now.
Because like if it was like two standards, I could be like, oh yeah, it's probably going to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
but
They might have two standards over on the blue side. I really don't remember. It just looks like there's a big robot over there. That is a standard.
No, they definitely
So I
have
guess
a
we'll see.
robot.
They have a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're about to get started here. Teams are getting off the field. The red sentry from UT is spinning, so it's going to be a target that's hard to hit. And the turrets are moving, so they're ready to go. The drivers are testing them out.
Oh.
We're about to get started. I think we're going to have a close match. Experience and growth matter more than results.
Let's go.
Let's go. What do you think about that? Seek the ultimate truth.
Yes.
Seek the ultimate truth, guys.
Facts.
Facts. Share, interact, and respect.
Truth. They speak only
This is
truth here.
so real. 3, 2, 1, go! And here come UT's robots and Poly Montreal's robots.
Speed
Poly
exit,
Montreal's
but then
robots
they
making out
stopped.
the biz. Yeah, they kind of just were like, "What's going on?"
Ah.
All the robots have made it over the bump successfully. Now they're getting ammo, and we're about to see a shootout for the center.
See,
of
UT's playing very aggressive. You know, they're already getting that mid. Oh.
Yeah, they've got control, and they're shooting the sentry, or at least trying to. There we go.
And they're
First
first
blood
blood.
on the blue standard 4. Not sure how that one died.
Oh.
But they're going to get body blocked by Poly Montreal's blue standard 3, which is going to cause UT to retreat.
Yeah.
And
The hero's making its way up to help defend.
yeah, the hero, I don't believe has ammo yet. Oh no, I'm wrong. It has ammo, and it got a kill.
That's right.
On the hero. Or no, sorry.
Oh.
I'm very confused. The Poly Montreal has 2 standard robots, and so only UT has a hero, and the hero just got a kill. So congrats to UT's hero for getting a very quick kill. It's already the infantry on UT is already level 10, which is insane, whereas the hero is just level 1, so it didn't get a kill. I don't know what I'm saying. And there goes blue standard 4 for projectile overspeed.
Oh no.
Which is unfortunate, and it leaves one robot left to defend. So the UT standard 3 is going to take out that one remaining robot and go straight for the sentry.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you noticed, but they UT actually sold their hero ammo so that they could buy more standard ammo.
You can sell your ammo now?
I thought that was a thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why there's a minus button on the thing.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, but that makes sense. Okay, so
They got the sentry.
They got the sentry, and so UT now has an open base to do some damage on. The hero is lined up, ready to take some shots. 1, 2 shots, missing the base.
It's okay. They have more time.
They have plenty of time. Their infantry is level 10. Their hero is level 2, which means there is very low heat available.
Oh.
And it takes a yellow card, unfortunately, which is going to blind the robot. It's like a flashbang. But they'll come back. They'll be okay. This Stampede, UT's standard, has now received ammo and is shooting the base, doing the first damage. Look at that accuracy.
They're just kind of getting their lead right now.
Oh, yeah. Poly Montreal, though, does have a chance to come back. As their robots come back online, they just need to go over to the reload zone to reactivate and gain some health.
Yeah. Wait, you can come back from being ejected?
Oh, they got ejected.
Right?
I didn't know that. Yeah. No, you can't come back from being ejected.
Maybe I was wrong.
Terrible. No, you can't come back from being ejected. The infantry, both infantries from Poly Montreal are alive.
Yeah.
The sentry is dead, but the infantries are alive, so they can, in theory, move.
They can move, but they also have a lot of econ. They're not really utilizing it right now. Maybe they're just trying to go for the defense, but...
Yeah. And then UT's hero hits a shot on a ground robot that was moving, which is very impressive from that driver. Hitting a ground robot with those very expensive projectiles is a risk, and it pays off, which does a lot of damage. UT is ready for another push here, so they're going to go up the sideline of the field and are going to beam that hero, or sorry, that infantry, trying to just take them down so that they have no opposition while they take down the base.
And now they're just, chipping at the base again. I think they're just waiting for the hero's just kind of waiting to grab more ammo before coming back.
Yeah. Amazing stuff from UT. They've come out, their sentry is spinning, it's made its way over to the speed bump, but it has no signs of slowing down. It's not going to slow down for that bump. UT is going to reload with some physical projectiles. Look at that amazing hopper.
Wow.
And UT's hero is actually going to be defensive against Polystar's pushes.
Yeah, Polystar is doing pretty good at defense as well. They're like really, whenever the hero's getting close, they're kind of just like body blocking and putting themselves in the way.
Absolutely.
So it just makes it a little bit harder and like draws away some of the attention.
Absolutely.
But
considering they've been dead most of the time.
Exactly.
It's a good defense.
But unfortunately, they forgot about the standard.
Yeah, the standard is coming in. 165 damage needed to take down the blue team, which is just 2 hero shots or just a few sentry shots, which we're about to see attempt to come out here. But Poly Montreal is aiming at the UT hero.
They're just
trying
waiting
to take him down.
I don't know if they can shoot. Maybe their thing is jammed.
Maybe it's jammed. Looks like a lot of robots are jammed or not shooting. But the UT infantry is making quick work of the blue standard 3. And it's also making quick work of the blue standard 4 as it takes it down. Not quite yet, actually. It's gaining levels as it fights, which is giving it more health in real time.
Oh, and that's just a red win.
And Red's going to take it based on time.
Whoa. You guys can't see this right now, but the light's going crazy.
The lights are crazy. Congrats to UT on a commanding first-round victory.
Exactly. They really controlled that map.
Oh, yeah.
They took dominance in the beginning.
Yeah, if we look at just the damage done alone, incredible. Getting up into the 3,300 range, that is very impressive. That puts them in some of the top teams at the tournament.
They got 6 total kills.
6 kills.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that number that high. I don't think I can count that high.
Nope. They're just farming the sentry.
Yeah.
Never going to stop.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I think we can expect to see the same result happen again from UT. Very likely another victory, but who knows? Poly Montreal actually was not doing too bad. The robots were doing okay. I think it was just they lost an in-game advantage early, and when you get when you die pretty early like that in the game, it's very easy to get snowballed.
Yeah, it's so easy to snowball in this game, especially like if they can just farm off the sentry, they just get so many levels.
Yep. And XP. UT, very impressive with how fast they got that level 10.
Exactly.
Level 10 is, for anyone who doesn't know who's watching the stream, the robots have levels. And so they start at level 1 at the start of the match, and then as time progresses, they can do things to basically gain level. And what that does is it makes their robot more powerful, they can fire more, they can move faster, they get more health. So it's just generally really good to level up. And UT leveled up very fast by doing objectives, which means they used their ammo that they purchased, so they shot it, and they hit targets, and they killed those targets. As you said, they killed 6 targets.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's, very impressive how fast you can get up to level 10. That's very important to get those levels up.
Seems that there's doing some quick zip tying.
Zip ties on the field. Oh, the MCM fell off.
Oh.
So that is the main control module, which is the robot the component of the robot that controls the referee system. The referee system are the components that are standard among all the robots. So all the robots have the same components. Anything that looks like super similar among every robot that you see is a referee system component. For example, those targets with the number 3 on them, or the icon on them, or the number 4 on them, or any number, those are referee system components, and those are the things that actually detect hits. Hitting a robot anywhere doesn't do anything. You have to hit those plates in order to be able to deal effective damage.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Blue, because I saw the duct tape come out.
The duct tape came out.
I saw the duct tape come out. That's a little scary.
If you're engineering and something is moving that doesn't need to move, you need to use duct tape. If it's not moving and it needs to move, you use WD-40.
Exactly.
You call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. So, like, with duct tape on their side, I feel like they could win.
They could win. Honestly,
yeah,
amazing invention. I haven't seen UT apply duct tape yet. So
that's a disadvantage.
That is a very big disadvantage. UT should get on that.
Yeah, for real.
Absolutely. But looks like we're all set back up again, ready for the next round. UT's sentry is spinning again. They're ready for defense.
A magnet for young engineer elites.
Yes, it is.
Good. Are we engineering elites? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Match is about to get started. Teams are leaving their starting zones. Going to go over the bump. Poly Montreal making quick work of the bump, as usual. UT having a little bit more trouble. Still have not made it out of the bump.
I think they're having some problem with their wheels or odometry.
Yeah, something is not working right. But they made it over.
They got it. They
made it over, going to get ammo, but that puts them at a disadvantage. Poly Montreal does have ammo now.
They have ammo, and they already have control of the mid. This is what helped UT win the previous round, was just early control of mid, controlling the game.
Now we've got a flip side situation. The hero on UT still hasn't made it out of the starting zone, stuck on that speed bump. And here we have a POV view from Polystar where UT is going to do some defense. Overheating, but doesn't matter. I think Polystar's pitch axis is not working, and so it can't really fight back.
It has to get really close.
It has to get really close. And that's an armor panel that's off, I believe, on the side of Polystar. That's not supposed to happen.
That's not. I don't think that's legal.
That's not legal. There's an armor panel that is
first blood.
Not working. The lights are not working on Poly Montreal. We'll probably have to check that out at some point.
Oh, module offline.
There they go.
Unfortunate.
But UT,
they can still come back. They have it's a standard v standard.
It can come back. They just have one infantry out, but it's making quick work of that sentry. Already down to 160 health. So all UT has to do is go get some more ammo and try and bring this back. But Poly Montreal has a robot that's still alive and can defend against this UT incursion.
Yeah. Number 4 standard is moving very slowly, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can also launch projectiles or not.
It might not be able to.
It might not be able to. This could be a very quick match for UT.
UT's going to chase the blue standard 4 as it tries to run away, hide in the corner. But there is no mercy from UT. UT is going to take down blue standard 4 and go straight for the sentry. No time to waste. There is no time to reload. Going right for the base.
Now UT can just kind of chill. They don't really need to do too much right now.
Don't get too cocky too fast. There's always something that can happen and kick into gear. But
That's true. Yeah. Maybe they can chill as in they can take a step back right now and kind of figure out what's happening with their hero. Try to get it out.
They have some time.
But what's happening is the number 4 blue is sneaking in, but it seems to not be able to.
It's not able to fire and not able to do anything. And they're just leaving the base unprotected, where UT's crazy infantry that has been solo carrying this entire series is making quick work of the base.
It's a quick stare down. I don't think both of them have ammo.
They're just saying hi.
They're saying hi.
Having some fun.
Break the tempo a little bit. Oh, they're chilling.
They're all chilling. I think UT's hero is kind of just given up on getting out of the base. They don't want to hurt the robot. They don't want to harm it. So, and they know the infantry is probably going to be able to carry this on their own. So they're just making runs. They're going to go back. They're going to get some ammo. It's a level 10 robot, so it's going to go past the center of the base very quickly. It's going to go for the robot that is alive in the center of the base. And they've actually decided smartly to switch to doing the base.
Yeah.
They're going to just chip it away. The infantry does half damage to the base as it does to any other robot, so it's very inefficient at dealing damage. And so this might take a few trips.
But they have the time right now.
They have the time.
A little bit of the econ as well, but
there actually only is a minute 15 left, so
it's possible.
It's possible they don't finish the base. We'll see.
We'll see. It seems UT seems to have 336 ammo.
Oh my goodness.
They bought a lot.
So at that point, the limitation is purely the physical ammo that fits in the hopper, but they're going to fire. There's the accuracy. There's the fire rate. Consistency is key. Feeder's not jamming, it's feeding. And the blue standard is going to try its best, but to no avail. Congratulations to UT on a commanding 2-0 victory over Polystar, and congrats to Polystar for showing up and bringing robots.
Awesome.
Amazing match.
See, I really thought the duct tape would do it, I thought that would be the tipping factor of the game. But
it did give them an early game advantage, I think, and that
That's
was
true.
thanks to the duct tape. They are very good at getting over the bump, getting ammo, and commanding the center of the
it was just a little bit of that overheating issue, I think, and
Yeah.
over the barrel heat issue as well.
Yeah, Well, the great thing is it's really easy to fix. The barrel heat is just the drivers need to chill out a little bit and, sometimes be a little bit more aware that there's a delay when they fire. It takes time for the thing to show up, and that's just driver practice. They're getting the hang of it. And then the overspeed is just you turn your flywheel speed down.
Yeah, and then the module thing, that's just probably like a loose wire. It's easy. Like blue can definitely come back pretty well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think Polystar, Poly Montreal, they have a chance to really come back and make some really easy changes. I think they show that their robots move and they don't die to overspeed or to over power exertion, and they're very efficient at commanding control of the center of the map, which is very important.
Oh, exactly.
But UT is a team that really matters here when it comes to being commanding with that victory.
Exactly. They were able to control the map even though they lost the early advantage, which was really sick.
Yeah. No, I think UT really showed up. They did definitely show up last time they were out here. They had working robots, but this time they're even better. So we can see some active progress in the teams as they're pulling all-nighters, putting their soul into these robots. They are getting better over time.
Yeah. No, I can't wait to see how the robots turn out by the end of the competition.
Now,
they might be top of the line. They already are the top of the line.
They are. A lot of these robots are amazing. RoboMaster robots are built largely from scratch. I mean, there's a lot of custom components that go into it. A lot more than any other robotics competition that you can really find in the States. And so, just to have a robot that works at all is a huge achievement.
Exactly.
To have one like UT's that is just doing these rounds, it's going to get the ammo, it's going back to the base, and it's just doing it consistently, no feeder jams, no big issues. I mean, it's amazing. UT is definitely a top team here.
Yeah, and then speaking of other top teams and the next matches and stuff, I know we're all excited to look at the next match, but it's going to be at 8 o'clock. I don't know if you guys can see the thing down here, so we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
So yeah,
amazing match from UT and Polystar. Congratulations to them. The next match we're going to see is Nagoya versus Knights Robotics. That's going to be an exciting one. So we're going to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Catch us back here in about
30 minutes.
20 to 30 minutes, and we'll have an amazing match on our hands.
Yeah, and don't forget to drink some water.
Drink some water. If you're in the venue, buy some merch. Like us on Instagram.
Send it to your friends.
All
right.
Peace.
遍布4大洲，数百支高校战队报名，8700余小时研发时长，超过35000名青年工程师参与。这就是 RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛。RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛 是专为全球科技爱好者打造的机器人竞技与学术交流平台，是机甲大师系列赛事中规模最大、参与人数最多的比赛。每年5至8月，近200支参赛队通过区域赛、复活赛层层选拔，决出的32强战夺总冠军奖杯。
5、4、3、2、1，比赛开始。好的。
作为全球首个对抗类机器人比赛，RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛采取机器和人为操作相结合的方式。红蓝对抗双方通过操控各自研发的7种不同的机器人进行射击对抗，以击溃对方基地为终极目标。
应该要带走了。恭喜我们的蓝
每局比赛7分钟，比赛结束时，基地剩余血量高的一方获得胜利。极具观赏性的比赛过程，得益于大疆自主研发的官方赛事系统。从机器人与场地的交互，细到每一颗弹丸击打所造成的血量伤害，在确保公平公正的同时，让比赛更加好看。每支参赛队伍投入数十名研发和运营人力，进行长达1年的备战。参加比赛不仅可以对机器视觉、嵌入式系统设计、人机交互等众多机器人相关学科有创新性的实践，同时还能够培养团队协作、项目管理等综合能力。
RM 对于我们来说是一个最大的舞台，让我们展现给不了解技术的人，让他们知道技术很酷，机器人很酷，工程师也很酷。
在 RoboMaster 这个科技竞技场里，年轻的科技怪咖们被塑造成明星，粉丝们可以看到全程比赛的现场直播，选手们不同阶段的准备日常被拍成了纪录片，还有热播的同名原创动画作品。高人气的选手甚至会获邀参与真人秀节目。
实际上，作为机器人的人才，我们在他的培养目标上，首先把它定位成一个复合型的人才。因为机器人的技术，它是一个集机械、制造、控制、计算机多学科应用的一个综合体。
通过举办这场比赛，让每一位参与 RoboMaster 的青年工程师都能够成为拥有实干精神的梦想家，从而推动整个机器人行业的技术发展。极致者可敬，创新者无畏。未来，这些从赛场走出的青年工程师，能否借助科技创新的力量来改变我们的生活呢？时间会给出答案。
这个攻势趋势非常的迅猛，又是我们的蓝方再次拿下人头，又被蓝方击杀了。这局比赛节奏是完全由蓝方掌控着。我们恭喜蓝方浙江大学哈喽的战队获得本局比赛的胜利。好的，经过这么长时间一个对峙，我们红方率先拿下1血，红方仍然是趁着这个势头乘胜追击，再次拿下人头。我们看到红方现在是
蓝方的哨兵的血量在大幅度下降，拿下双杀。
红方成功拿下蓝方的哨兵，这个马上对着基地就开始攻击。
我们可以看见蓝方的基地在快速掉血，马上将被摧毁。
但是还有一点点，好的，让我们恭喜红方中国矿业大学酷乐战队获得本次比赛的冠军。
轻便的相机云台备受创作者的青睐，但便携与专业性能往往难以兼得。如今一切都将改变，这就是 DJI RS3 Mini， 全新轻量型旅拍稳定器， 启迪你的光影灵感。RS3 mini 的机身仅重795克，重量和尺寸都仅为 RS3 Pro 的一半，可轻松实现单手操作，灵活超乎想象。全新双层快装板采用挡边设计，进一步牢牢固定相机，让你放胆去创作。它还内置蓝牙控制功能，可以通过机身快门键直接启停相机录制，精彩来袭快速捕捉。搭配符合人体工学的前置波轮，你还能直接控制镜头的光学变焦或数字变焦，从此告别线缆束缚。RS3 mini 拥有同类产品中最强劲的负载能力，创作者们常用的相机和镜头组合，它都能轻松承载。得益于最新的 RS 第3代增稳算法，它能帮你捕获纯手持相机难以实现的稳定画面。RS3 mini 无需额外配件，就能快速切换为原生竖拍形态，短视频创作更加便捷，还能实现与横拍模式完全相同的操控体验。1.4英寸彩色触屏、NATO 拓展接口等备受喜爱的功能，在 RS3 mini 上也都是标配。满电状态下，续航时间长达10小时，全天拍摄不再间断，灵感一路随行，创作独当一面，好戏一手在握。带上 RS3 mini， 一路轻装简行。多年以来 ，Inspire 不断突破边界，在全球电影片场大放异彩。现在 ，Inspire 全面革新，再次刷新航拍工业标准，一体化 8K 空中电影机 DJI Inspire 3正式降临。Inspire 3采用一体化流线型设计，工业美学与飞行性能完美结合。全新超广角暗光飞行相机为飞手量身打造，拥有大光圈和超广视野，感光能力大幅提升。
The FPV camera on the Inspire 3 is absolutely phenomenal. The picture quality is exceptional with a very low latency in the video, which allows the pilot to fly very precisely through small areas.
得益于性能强劲的动力系统 ，Inspire 3的水平飞行速度可达94公里每小时，斜下降速度提升至10米每秒。全新 TB51电池的重量和体积均较上一代大幅优化，不仅带来28分钟最长飞行时间，且支持快充和热替换。作为影视级航拍无人机 ，Inspire 3仍可在狭窄空间内安全飞行。它配备 DJI 最先进的全向态式感知系统和全新自定义避障功能，飞手可进行更加丰富的设置，包括避障方向、避障距离等。避障状态还可在全新距离感知雷达图上直观显示。不仅如此 ，Inspire 3机身内置前后双 RTK 天线，可实现强大的定向能力，进一步提高飞行精度，并极大减少指南针校准频率。RTK 定位天线支持3类全球定位系统，借助网络 RTK 或 DRTK2 移动站，可以轻松实现厘米级的定位精度。
The Inspire we were flying today has the new RTK that has centimeter accuracy that you could fly paths and go through obstacles that were just impossible to do before.
凭借厘米级 RTK 定位技术，航点飞行 Pro 的航线规划与任务执行也更加精准。其中，轨迹复眼模式作为传统航点飞行功能的升级版本，不仅支持更多专业设置，还可让 Inspire 3沿规划的航线更精准地完成自主飞行和拍摄。使用 3D 轨道模式，则能模拟索道、轨道的拍摄效果。摄影师可设计一条虚拟的空中轨道，并手动控制 Inspire 3在虚拟轨道上来回飞行。
I mean, with the precise movements of the waypoint, I mean, you can do shots that you could never do before that were just impossible. I mean, today we did almost a 13-point wavefront move, and it was just seamless. Wrapping around someone, taking off, and then landing in an impossible position, inches away from things, and it was just dead on.
在大多数航拍镜头中，无人机常聚焦在单个主体进行拍摄。聚焦 Pro 的升级让此类拍摄更加简单高效。云台相机可自动锁定主体，此时飞手仍可手动控制飞行航线。
I love that they adopted Spotlight Pro for the Inspire 3. It lets me focus entirely on the flight, while the gimbal just stays locked on the subject, so I can get these really complex shots, even if I'm just shooting solo.
Inspire 3配备电影级影像系统，搭载全新 X9 8K Air 云台相机，配备全画幅传感器。可直接内录全画幅 8K ProRes RAW 和 Cinema DNG 视频，以及 4K 120帧全画幅慢动作视频，满足顶级影视项目的规格要求。X9 8K Air 支持800和4000两档原声 EI， 并覆盖超过14档动态范围，能充分还原复杂光线下的明暗细节。
We have a dual native ISO, which means it can now shoot in low light really well, and then full frame sensor is now making the camera better than the majority of cameras out there already. So it's going to be comparable to a lot of high-end cinema cameras.
X9 不仅拥有超高水准的画质表现 ，DJI 电影色彩系统的运用也让它拥有卓越的色彩表现。
Working with this camera on the color side was very seamless. You can see all the highlight detail in the skies, and also you can see all of the shadow detail in the clothes. And usually we only see that with the very best of the professional cameras out there.
为了给摄影指导提供更多创意空间 ，DJI 新增 DL 18毫米 f2.8 超广角镜头，后续还将推出长焦镜头。配合原有全画幅定焦镜头，组成一套专为航拍打造的电影镜头组。Inspire 3全新的仰拍模式能带来更多创意拍摄角度。当起落架在下时，云台相机可进行最大80度无遮挡仰拍，彰显视觉张力。作为影视级航拍无人机 ，Inspire 3可和片场各部门实现紧密配合。支持10码同步功能 ，DJI RC Plus 遥控器，自带7英寸高亮监视器，亮度高达1200尼特。当内外置电池组合使用时，最长可提供6小时续航时间，并支持电池热替换。同时，影视级 O3 Pro 图传进一步提高了多人协同拍摄效率。飞手和云台手可在片场不同位置独立接收图传信号。飞行相机和云台相机均支持 1080p 60帧稳定图像传输，传输距离远达15公里。Inspire 3可在一定距离内实现 4K 30帧超高清图像传输，满足导演监看和现场直播要求。在城市楼宇等强干扰环境中 ，Inspire 3可安装 DJI Cellular 模块，借助 4G 网络确保图传稳定性。除了连接2台 RC Plus 外，Inspire 3还可与一台 RC Plus 与一台图传高亮监视器配对使用。此时，高亮监视器作为 DJI 专业生态系统的传输中枢，可与 Ronin 4D 控制手柄、DJI 大师摇轮等组合使用。将 DJI 3通道跟焦器连接 RC Plus 后，焦点源还可在片场进行远距离的焦点控制和光圈调整。Inspire 3带来众多革命性升级。全新电影航拍与空间智能时代即将开启。
Yeah, we've been waiting for the Inspire 3 for a long time. It's finally here, and it's as good as you wished it could be.
After today and just seeing what it could do, I have, great confidence I can show any of the directors I'm working with new possibilities of new shots that we haven't been able to do before. I feel with this new precision that I can get shots that are supremely accurate.
This drone will improve our daily work in ways it's hard to even understand yet. And maybe the most important part, the image quality is unlike anything we've ever seen on a fully integrated drone.
I have a feature coming up, and there's some shots that I'm pretty excited about that I can get with this new i3.
我们设计 Inspire 3的初衷，是为全球飞手、电影人、摄影师、 开启新的创作天地，用 Inspire 3拍出永恒之作，探索见所未见的新宇宙。
这一个就是我们的哨兵机器人，它跟普通的步兵最大的一个区别就是它在这两边有一个激光雷达，然后它这个是一个2维的激光雷达，它的基本的原理就是激光测距，然后激光测距不断的测量出这一个2维平面上所有障碍物的距离，以此来构建一个地图，然后再在这个地图上面进行导航以及定位。然后我们为什么会选择把它放在这个舵上呢？主要就是因为当车身倾斜的时候，激光雷达是相对保持平稳的。另一个的话就是往年在使用2维激光雷达的时候是跑那个开源的算法，今年是相当于把原本的定位方案重新推导、重新做了一遍，用激光雷达跟地图的数据进行匹配，来重新实现了一遍它的定位的功能。同时对它的传感器的利用也是做了比较多的改进。我们现在是用了它慢滤波，把里程计和 IMU 和激光雷达通过匹配得到的一个坐标信息来做融合。当它有其中一个传感器出现问题的时候，它还能够相对来说比较正常的运动，就是它起码能够回到自己的家里面。
一聊到技术的时候，我会整个人会比较的兴奋起来，或者说是更想要去表达。
为什么慢了这么多？刚刚我们现在有初始化吗？切中爱版的时候，
其实这一台哨兵机器人是由我们几届的学长3年来一起努力、一起进步，才得到了现在的一个效果。
原来，早在2020年底 ，RM 在规则上就发布了自动步兵这一新兵种。不过，因为是选做机器人，大多数战队并没有进行研发。但从那时开始，华农 Taurus 战队就为此成立了导航组。
我叫吴耿乾，是21年华农 Taurus 战队导航组的组长。从21年开始，我们就开始着手研究这个自动步兵的自主导航系统，能够从一个点跑到另一个点。22年的时候，就由22年的一个组长梁乐斌跟国豪他们2个人去做这个定位系统的改进，把定位系统提升到一个比较好的精度，在这个基础上再把规划还有决策这部分做得比较好。最终23年能够上场，其实就是我们的哨兵机器人已经是迭代了，可以说是几个版本的一个效果了，所以它会有一个比较好的表现。
所以其实我当时是觉得非常期待能有一台全自动步兵能够上赛场，能够实现这一些功能的，只是当时其实没有想到这一等就是3年。
哦，没碰到。
如果将时光幻化成碎片，当抉择的齿轮转动的那一刻，这些坚持便会自动形成一个时间轴。当我们回首这3年的研发之路，才发现唯有热爱可抵岁月漫长。
我觉得未来是一个人工智能的时代，但是它可能会需要比较长的一段时间。全自动的机器人跟有操作手的机器人，至少在比较长的一段时间，它还是有比较大的差距的。但是我觉得这种全自动的机器人，它是可能是未来的一个发展的趋势吧。也随着最近大模型等的一些人工智能模型出现，这也是会是未来的一个热点吧。同时我自己也是非常的想看到这一类全自动的机器人能够进入到我们的生活里面。
知道从什么时候开始，我赢下了一场场比赛。我曾想要的，似乎都实现了。然而，上一场还没结束，下一场就开始了。这样的奔跑，真的有意义吗？他们告诉我，要一直往前跑，不能停下来。他们告诉我，终点的领奖台很窄，容不下第二个人。但他们没有告诉我，当掌声和灯光散去，这个世界只剩我自己。这一次，我不想在迷雾中奔跑。这不是一场征服世界的旅程，而是一条不断点亮内心的道路。拨开迷雾，去看清自己。不相信边界，才能突破边界。让坚定的脚步迈入大地的辽阔，让自己的热爱成为更多人的热爱。去投入，去倾听，付出爱，送出掌声，内心会被点亮，世界就在眼前。那些他们没有告诉我的事，就是我一直想要的答案。
Again, final match of the night, 3v3.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have Nagoya versus Queen University.
Yes.
Knights Robotics.
Knights Robotics.
Now, Chad, before we dive into this 3v3 epic action of glory, a little bit of a clarifying note. I was talking to some of the in-person folks, and they weren't able to, they hadn't figured it out from my earlier announcements. We are streaming both the 3v3 and the 1v1 competition on the same YouTube channel.
Yes.
We're running 2 live streams at once. If you didn't know you could do that, you can.
Yeah, it's
which is
awesome.
super cool.
Thank you, YouTube.
So RoboMaster North America, check it out on YouTube. You can watch the 1v1s. You can watch the 3v3s. RHIT and Texas A&M just went 1-1 on the 1v1,
excited.
which is crazy upset for RHIT.
That's amazing.
They're kind of having a crazy year, huh?
They're going crazy. They haven't, before this, they hadn't dropped a game in 1v1. So quite solid, yeah. And I know that
they'll have the same record as A&M right now.
They have the same record as A&M, yeah. That's why they were paired up together in the first place, because they had the same record, and now they're splitting it even, so they're about the same level of strength. This is the beauty of Swiss. Eventually, it all converges to draws, and you go, so this is the actual standings, because they're all the same.
Gotcha. All right, but in the 3v3 world, we've got Nagoya versus Knights.
Yes.
We've seen both these teams before. I've got relatively high expectations. Oh, look at that. Twitch chat is back up. Thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with us all night long. As a reminder, we'll be live tonight, tomorrow, the next day, maybe the next day.
Yes, Tuesday as well. Yep.
So many days, so many robots. So make sure you've smashed that follow button, that sub button. Maybe throw us your Twitch Prime sub to help just fund RoboMaster's NA.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I think this is going to be a solid match. I'm expecting some high things, especially from Nagoya.
Yep.
They're a team that unfortunately ran into some issues when they came in with their flights getting delayed, and their packages got here a little bit late too. But they were able to put everything together now, and I'm excited to see them like fully in action.
hopefully all the robots are working as well. And they've got some CV we can see actually already out the gate.
I think their hero holds more projectiles than any other hero in the competition.
Probably true. It is a bottom-fed hero, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. It
yes.
is. That's so many 42mm shots.
They took the "there's no time to reload" quote directly to heart.
Yeah. I mean, they still have to go back and purchase the virtual projectiles, but you know what? Not to be outdone, Queens also holds 1.5 gallons of golf balls. It's going to be the clash of the titans here. Two heavyweight champs loaded up with 42s, bashing into one another.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see both of these teams compete. Yeah, as we get started here with our setup time counting down, what are you most expecting in this match? What do you think the strategies are going to be from both teams based on like what you've seen so far? What are you feeling?
I anticipate that this match will actually have a pretty slow pace because each team is doing the same standard hero strat.
Yep.
You can fall into a trap of playing relatively reactionary, right? Because as long as your opponent doesn't get ahead, you guys are going to scale at the same rate. You're going to get XP at the same rate.
Yep.
You're going to have the same economy, right? Versus when you have a double standard team, they can purchase a lot more projectiles, so they might be doing more chip damage than a hero-heavy team.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I think will happen. I think we'll actually see these robots be relatively standoffish in round one. But who knows? Maybe they had like some crazy locker room chat before the match, and like a halftime talk from their coach got them all riled up. And as soon as the 3-2-1 goes off, they're going to zoom forward.
I think it would be interesting to see either of these teams push pretty aggressively. I mean, like you were mentioning, right? It's really easy to fall into like a reactionary trap. But I think especially when you have your standard at that lower level, you want to try and like kind of almost. I like to bully the hero in these situations, right? The hero can't really fight you nearly as easily when you're like a level 1 standard, level 1 hero. They've only got really one shot to go every couple of seconds. So I like to go in and just full press on their hero, get as much damage on them as possible, maybe try and secure a kill that way, and then start leveling up, right? You get some levels, you get some more XP, start being able to take those standard engagements directly, and get some damage on that sentry as well. I think those are like your three like core details with your standard hero. You just want to play it safe. You want to keep it alive as long as possible, because that when you get the base down, the invulnerability, you can start hitting it through that shield and do a lot of damage to finish the objective.
Nagoya's sentry does look like it's looking for bots, so we'll see if its CV is working well.
Yeah.
Whereas the sentry for Queens in a defensive spin, but based on the fact that it's spinning with its chassis, I would assume that it's not scanning. That'd be a really fast spin to do a CV scan.
And we're off. All right, so Queens Robotics, both their robots, maybe the hero, both of them get off of the bump right there. That's
the hero
been a problem for some teams so far.
Taking quite a bit of damage to do so, but getting over the bump and taking half damage is a much better situation
than getting stuck there. And you do heal up when you're in the actual reload zone, so you'll get most of that health back. But the hero hasn't made it there yet, as slowly inching forward, and Nagoya is coming to push in now on the standard and hero.
First shots from Queens hitting really, really low if they aim up there. There
and
we go.
They kill the standard on the Queen side, and are dealing damage to the sentry also. Kind of a sneaky strat there. Nagoya sending their standard to the sentry while the hero is dueling over here.
Hero combat going well.
Standard's going back to purchase more projectiles. Hero overpowers. An issue for beginner heroes, if you don't have the power limiting set up, that chassis takes a lot of energy to move such a heavy robot.
Nagoya able to take the sentry of Queens down to half health in that initial confrontation. 4 minutes left to go. That's a pretty big objective lead.
Absolutely. Queens can still bring it back, of course. You've got 4 minutes, you bring it up. But as I said this, Nagoya is taking even more shots on that sentry, doing even more damage to it. Also now hitting this the hero over there.
The hero, though, firing back. You can see the projectiles.
Yeah, but overpowers itself in that engagement. Wasn't able to back off fast enough to get into the reload zone to heal back up. And the sentry is looking like it might go down here at 90 health, 80. Do we have enough shots to take it out?
Mega hero from Nagoya taking that center buff point as well.
Going back to purchase more shots. Oh, and there goes a ball into the caster area. I love the way the hero is inching into its reload zone, trying to keep itself alive, but, getting shot by the other Nagoya hero here. Queen's just not able to keep up right here.
Well, as previously noted in some other matches, if you're dying to power draw, it's really risky to keep on driving around. You can see the level of that hero, still level 1, not getting that passive XP because it spent so much of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. With 2 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock, the sentry is now gone down for Queen's University, meaning that Nagoya has a startling lead and can start attacking that base directly. We'll see if they go for it.
I think if you're the hero for Queens, I think you stay in the resupply zone.
I would agree. Oh, and the hero for Nagoya going in, doing so much damage out of nowhere in the back of the base. Queens does not realize yet. Now they finally do. They're attacking back. Nagoya's hero overturns itself.
Queens has 2 minutes. They've got a lot of ground they need to make up. Honestly, Nagoya could finish if they still had projectiles left from that sideways hero. Oh no, is just the head of the hero sideways?
I think just the head of the hero sideways.
Has the Kappa been detated?
Oh my gosh, not a decapitation in our last match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. This has gotten a lot more interesting out of nowhere.
All right, Queens, can they bring back round 1? Their odds in round 2 just went through the roof. So they've got a chance here. Yep, definitely a decapitation.
Oh no, what happened?
Nagoya trying to cement the victory of round 1, though. If they're going to lose round 2, they want to make sure they get some points on the map for this group stage round, and they will finish off
to take out the base.
Queen Knights.
Man, I wonder what happened to that head. I guess they hit the wall at a wrong angle or something.
They were aiming at a base. I can't imagine how anything impacts your gimbal. That was wild.
That was an insane.
I see a gaggle of UW people and some Queens. Can one of you that was really close to the corner come over and tell me what popped the head off? Because it was firing at a base panel. There shouldn't have been walls interacting.
Come hither and tell us what happened.
Just one of you that saw it.
One of you walk over. Yes, you. Come walk over here.
A ricochet from its own golf ball? Whoa, Queens is trying to claim the decapitation, saying that they fired a projectile across the map and knocked the head off of another robot. This seems unlikely.
We're being told that
seems unlikely.
Queens is saying, no, do not make us look like the bad guys.
I mean,
not do this.
Look, it's what somebody said.
Okay. What we're hearing from the referees is that it slowly worked its way loose. It was kind of starting to jitter towards the end, and just by shooting, it was just like popped itself off.
I saw some memes about this with excavators where you tell the new guy on the construction site that when you do spin to win, it unscrews the top of your excavator.
I see.
Turns out it's a little true if you're Nagoya. So.
Yeah. Nagoya's head going out. They're probably going to use their technical timeout here, I would assume. Yeah, like you want to be able to get that hero.
You think it depends on? I mean, if it really is like if a bolt vibrated loose and now they need to screw things back in, sure, take your technical timeout.
Take 2 minutes.
If you need to do a 3D print for the next 6 hours, don't waste your technical
don't waste
timeout.
it now. I would agree. You would rather just keep pushing forward.
Got a great standard. They still have a chance, even 1v2.
Absolutely.
And they've already secured a round, which means they will not be losing all of their points in this match.
They've at least guaranteed they get 1 point from this match no matter what. 3 is great, but you don't necessarily need it in this situation. It would be great to have, obviously, because you're in a pretty tough draw overall. You're in the Group D, actually. So this is one of the harder ones we were talking about with Torino, with Nagoya.
Well, and only 4 matches.
Yeah, and only 4 matches, exactly. So yeah, you definitely don't want to necessarily drop the game here, but if you can't fix it now, don't waste your technical timeout. Use it for a much more important game later.
It is ideal that it's happening on the last game of the night.
Yes.
This will give them the nighttime. They won't get to sleep, but they will have an opportunity to fix their robot.
Yep. And even more ideal that it happened to their hero and not their standard, since their standard is probably going to have to play again in the morning.
Yeah, those 1v1 rounds as well. Yep.
But yeah. What an exciting match.
Humans have not yet entered the field.
No, we have humans in there. We've got Nagoya in there, yeah.
Oh.
I can see Nagoya in there. We've got
I was just looking at the blue side. Looks so confident.
Yeah.
Take a peek with us now.
Yeah, so we are in our technical timeout right now. So I'm assuming this is a relatively quick fix, and it's not an entire 3D part reprint.
Some neck surgery going on.
Yeah. They perform surgery on a robot.
It's usually the other way around, you know. Usually the robot performs surgery on you.
Usually got the robotic arms going in. But yeah. So as we're in this technical timeout right now, Queen's University, you got to be at least a little bit like, ooh, now we have a little bit better of a chance. You got to pounce at the opportunity.
Sure.
If they're not able to get this head reconnected, you got to get on it, you know.
Round 1 was not very close.
Nope.
You take out that hero, round 2 might be close.
Round 2 might be a lot closer. I think you need to push your advantage on the sentry then, though, is the thing, because you still got to contend with Nagoya's standard, and their standard was going for your sentry right out the gate and was dealing massive amounts of damage.
Nathaniel Speed is here. I wonder if he has any thoughts on this latest controversy.
What are your thoughts, Nathaniel?
Nathaniel says,
Heroes are now
He says, heroes are now 0 for 2 against walls. This is relatively true. You know, it's not a statistically significant group yet. It's not really valuable data at this moment. So if we could have the rest of the teams
just ram your hero into a wall.
Yeah, that way we can gain some statistically significant numbers and say with a decent confidence interval, if a hero can ram a wall at some unknown angle, does the head pop off?
What we're learning, I feel, is that when you 3D print the connection piece for your hero to your chassis.
Hey, whoa. Don't put that on Nagoya yet.
True.
You don't know this
That's
is a
true.
print.
I don't know it's a print. You know what?
Don't project those UW issues onto our Nagoya friends.
I'm being presumptuous. I apologize to Nagoya. You guys obviously are playing a very good game overall. That was an amazing match, even with your hero accidentally decapitating itself. And I still do believe that your standard is just powerful enough to continue in and win that, at least in the Sentry health. But yeah, we'll have to see going into this round in about 1 minute left. Oh, we got a close-up shot.
Looks like it's wood.
It does look like it
some laser cut, like a MDF board or something like that. Not MDF. What's the particle? It's not particle board, but you know what I'm talking about? That's not a grained wood.
Yeah.
It's a compressed board of powdered wood.
Yeah.
Has a word.
Not mechanical. Don't remember the name, but I know what you're talking
we've been
about.
talking for 13 hours today and been awake for like 17. So it's a wood board thing that they cut with a laser.
Board. Have we been awake for 17 hours?
I don't know.
Gosh.
5 to 8? Nah, like 15 hours.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, we're doing good.
We're doing good.
Chad, thanks for hanging out with us for so long. We really appreciate it. You've been here. We've been here.
We've been hanging out.
Walking this road together, as it were.
Absolutely.
That hero head looks, well, it's up.
It's up. Does it stay up is the question when we get it onto the
Do you
match.
drive your hero? Why do you keep your hero in? Why not just pull your hero out? You don't have to field the hero to compete. We have your 2 other bots.
I guess they're confident enough they can still fire.
No way.
We'll see.
No way.
We'll see. As that now going into our match, referee system initialization almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Queen's University with the opportunity of a lifetime. Do they let it slip through their fingers, or do they capture the moment?
All right, it looks like that hero is not moving. Also, is Queen's University Standard not connected to the server? I don't see it on the UI.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh,
Queen said, you're going to fight us with only one robot? I guess we'll go mano-y-mano.
Oh, no. And
in all seriousness, that is tragic. Queen's University had such an opportunity here, and they have accidentally given it away. A hero versus a standard, not the best matchup you can have in a 3v3.
Definitively quite awful, actually, especially when your hero keeps overpowering itself, trying to move into the base and into the resupply zone. And here we go. This is going to kill them again. And yeah, what can you do? The standard's just going to use you for target practice to level up and do even more shots to the Sentry.
The Sentry doing a good job of spinning.
Yeah.
You can see how much faster the damage was able to be dealt by Nagoya to the hero versus the Sentry. Obviously, the Sentry has more health, but even the fire rate that they're applying there.
Yeah. Yeah, the standard's already leveled up all the way to level 10. It's a max level standard. Like, what does this hero do even? Like, you can't really keep yourself alive.
This is a tough look for Queens.
I just don't know what your play is here. You can't move to the other side. You can't start, you know, taking out their base health by any means. You're still getting harassed by Nagoya's standard. There's just not a lot you can do in this situation. It's very unfortunate.
Yep, and while you're in combat, the healing of that regen zone does decrease. So Red Standard 3 able to get the double kill, moving on to the base here. You're just going to see how many projectiles. It's like that old commercial.
Keep it going.
How many 17 millimeters does it take to get to the center of the blue base?
The world may never know. Well, I guess we'll find out pretty
300.
soon.
It takes about 300 projectiles.
Yeah.
Their accuracy looks pretty good, so I'm going to say maybe 350.
That sounds about right.
Now we can check. So they've got 740 health left.
Yeah.
Right? Let's see how many projectiles they're able to purchase. They grabbed 200 projectiles.
They're doing 5 damage per projectile.
They are.
So should be doable in this case.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in this last round, Nagoya should just melt the base out through all the whole of its health bar left. And yeah, there's not really much else to say. Queen's
Good job, Nagoya. Good
Queen's coming in to block a little bit. Oh my gosh.
Okay, there we go. Queen's hero going to mess up our math, make it a little bit more difficult to calculate the accuracy.
I think they still make it. They got 60 projectiles. They should be able to make this in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they'll still finish off the base.
And there we go.
Excellent job.
Amazing job from Nagoya. Basically just One robot on one robot.
A tragedy for Queens. I'm not sure what happened there with their standard. I don't know if, honestly, they just forgot to connect it. There wasn't a disconnection error.
Yeah.
It seems like they never attached it to the network.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rather than having it disconnect from the network after the round started. So,
yeah.
Tragedy for Queens. And you know what, Nagoya, now they have time to fix the head of their robot?
Yeah.
No harm, no foul, right? Kind of that UW result where you pop the head off your hero. Is this the winning strat? It's 2-0. Anecdotally, break the head off your hero, win the game.
Possibly.
We need to convince CU to give that a try.
I'd be interested to see CU do it. I'd be interested to see, you know, let's say
DT do that. Hero is wild.
Yeah, no, that was an interesting match indeed. I guess now we should go ahead and start signing off because I'm tired, Preston. I don't know about you.
Guys, get some sleep. Make sure you're subbed and followed and all of that so that you can see when we start tomorrow morning. We should be starting our first match at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So look that up in your local phone book to find out what time it is for you. But for here, it's 9 a.m. Thanks so much,
guys. Then. Peace. Bye.
遍布4大洲。 数百支高校战队报名，8700余小时研发时长，超过35000名青年工程师参与。这就是 RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛。RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛是专为全球科技爱好者打造的机器人竞技与学术交流平台。 是机甲大师系列赛事中规模最大、参与人数最多的比赛。每年5至8月，近200支参赛队通过区域赛、复活赛层层选拔，决出的32强战队进入全国赛，争夺总冠军奖杯。
5、4、3、2、1，比赛开始。好的。
作为全球首个对抗类机器人比赛。 RoboMaster 机甲大师超级对抗赛采取机器和人为操作相结合的方式，红蓝对抗双方通过操控各自研发的7种不同的机器人进行射击对抗，以击溃对方基地为终极目标。
你应该要带走了。
每局比赛7分钟，比赛结束时，基地剩余血量高的一方获得胜利。 极具观赏性的比赛过程，得益于大疆自主研发的官方赛事系统。从机器人与场地的交互，细到每一颗弹丸击打所造成的血量伤害，在确保公平公正的同时，让比赛更加好看。每支参赛队伍投入数十名研发和运营人力，进行长达1年的备战。参加比赛。 不仅可以对机器视觉、嵌入式系统设计、人机交互等众多机器人相关学科有创新性的实践，同时还能够培养团队协作、项目管理等综合能力。
RM 对于我们来说是一个最大的舞台，让我们展现给不了解技术的人，让他们知道技术很酷，机器人很酷，工程师也很酷。
在 RoboMaster 这个科技竞技场里，年轻的科技怪咖们被塑造成明星，粉丝们可以看到全程比赛的现场直播，选手们不同阶段的准备日常被拍成了纪录片，还有热播的同名原创动画作品。高人气的选手甚至会获邀参与真人秀节目。
实际上，作为机器人的人才。 我们在它的培养目标上，首先把它定位成一个复合型的人才，因为机器人的技术它是一个集机械、制造、控制、计算机多学科应用的一个综合体。
通过举办这场比赛，让每一位参与 RoboMaster 的青年工程师都能够成为拥有实干精神的梦想家，从而推动整个机器人行业的技术发展。 极致者可敬，创新者无畏。未来，这些从赛场走出的青年工程师，能否借助科技创新的力量来改变我们的生活呢？时间会给出答案。
个攻势局势非常的迅猛，又是我们的蓝方再次拿下人头，又被蓝方击杀了。这局比赛节奏是完全由蓝方掌控着。我们恭喜蓝方浙江大学哈罗沃的战队获得本局比赛的胜利。好的，经过这么长时间一个对峙，我们红方率先拿下一血，红方仍然。